everybody, and welcome back to the channel. I'm your host Dave, and today we're going to be going through some gameplay with a Ravnica block constructed deck that I like to call Oppression. It's a 4-color control deck that plays a lot like Esper Control. Let's go ahead and run it through the event. Alright, here we are with our first potentially unfortunate opponent, DT03. Let's see what we got. So the Absorb can't be played off of this. Narset can't be played off of this. Nicol Bolas can't be played off of this, but our most important mana source here is black. We have 2 of it. We have potentially 2 white if we get another black source. Let's go ahead and keep. Now, just as a reminder, we did do a deck tech on this, and I'll put a link in the description below back to that deck tech, which also contains the full deck list that you can grab and import into MTGA, and I'll also include that below this video in the description as well. Alright, so we're looking good there. I definitely made a mistake playing this land first. Probably should have gone with the Hallowed Fountain. Hey, do you guys like the audio to be on? I generally play with it off. Let me know in the comments. So, since we can't counter anything, we'll eat the 2 life and get Narset out. Narset will feed into another Narset. So about that opening hand, would you have taken that opening hand, or would you have mulliganed? If so, why? Leave that in the comments below for me, please. No luck here. Now we won't be able to use Narset next turn. Alright, Sky Knight Legionnaire. We'll go ahead and pay 2 life. So that way we can leave a counter up and pass turn. If he puts a 1/1 counter on his creature, we can deal with it with the Oath of Kaya still. Boy, I wish we had some instant speed removal right now. Maybe what we need to do is dig a little bit, because I definitely need to get another land out of this. Plus, we want to see what he's packing over here. Creature removal, +3 in first strike, 6 casting cost, and a 5 casting cost. We don't have a Wrath. Yeah, let's go ahead and pull that. We do want the Gateway Plaza, so we'll leave that. And we'll be tapping the Blood Crypt for that next turn. Alright, so he's going to take us down to at least 10 before we are able to do something about this Sky Knight Legionnaire. I mean, unless we wanted to Oath of Kaya now, but if he gets another land and drops that creature, can we remove it? We have red, we have blue, and 3 black, so I guess we do have a Nicol Bolas. We'll pay the red. We will play an Oath of Kaya. Can't attack. +3, +0, first strike. Unless it's got something to give it indestructible. I think we're taking that out this turn. Start to stabilize a little bit here. He's got a lot of dead cards in his hand. Alright, you got a big fat creature. I have a Nicol Bolas. And we are going to get rid of him now. 5/2 Mentor. Start getting some card advantage going on here. Card advantage is huge with this deck. That's entirely what it wins off of. it gets so much card advantage that it just controls the board state and forces our opponent to quit because he can't play. What did you exile? Okay. Alright, so we have... Yeah, let's go ahead and pay the 2 life and use a cry. We have 2 up for a counter spell if we need it, and pass the turn. Next turn we'll try to get out Narset here. Yeah, we'll counter that. So we'll draw a card. And play Narset. Go digging. Find another absorb and see if he quits. No? Okay. Two Guild Mage. We'll counter that. And continue to just build card advantage. We'll fetch again. Take the Kaya. Play a Kaya. Start gaining life. Drop a Guildgate and pass the turn. Get this Chemister's Insight off. God-Eternal Kefnet. More card advantage, please. Wow, you are really taking this in stride. Do you quit to the god? And pass the turn. We'll go ahead and use another Chemister's Insight. Oh, he finally conceded. So there's our first victory. On to the next round. Going up against MTTJ9. Looks like he kind of just smashed the keyboard on that one. So, here we have Izzet Guildgate, Watery Grave, Hallowed Fountain, excellent 3 land, can play Absorb. Will require a white and a black source to Wrath, and 2 black to be able to play Nicol Bolas. But we get a Thought Erasure. We really like that. We really like the Absorb, so we're going to keep it. So, I'm notoriously bad at knowing when to mulligan. If you'd like to let me know whether or not you'd mulligan when I didn't, or whether you would have kept the hand, please leave please leave a comment down in the comments, and yeah, I'll take a look at them and see what we can do to reply and get some discussion going. So what did he play while I was talking? Gain control of a creature. Okay. Alright. So we'll pay the 2 life and see what he has in his hand. Massacre Girl. Whenever a player sacrifices a permanent, deals 1 damage to any target. We don't really care about Massacre Girl. Liliana is a long way out, so let's go ahead and take your early stuff and we'll put that on top of the library. Excellent, now we can play everything. So we got another Mayhem Devil anyway. Really, the only thing that we wouldn't like to see next turn is the discard Planeswalker. We go down to 9, and then 7, and he gets 2 cards. Alright. So we did risk it for nothing. That's okay. Whoops. That's a gameplay error. I was really counting on that. Alright, so this will come into play tapped. And we'll get it next turn. Wow, get me down to 4. Okay. More value? We like more value? Give us more value. Alright, so down to 2. Hopefully he doesn't have any burn. Wrath the table. Go ahead. Alright, so we will play this Cry of Carnarium. Put a Gateway Plaza into play. No use bluffing. We need that all-powerful City of Brass effect. Excellent. So now, I think we gotta hold up the Absorb. I'd love to get all aggro and throw out a Nicol Bolas right now, but which might make him quit, but that's why we're holding up for Absorb. No. You can't play that. As a matter of fact, what do you have in your hand? Active Freeze, and we don't care about. This guy, we don't really care about. So that's a dead card. Let's go ahead and get rid of Liliana. Yeah, I'd love to start gaining life next turn. And we'll pass. Hopefully we don't have to do anything. And we can play Chemister's Insight. Yeah, go ahead. I want to play it. So I'm going to exile this creature for him. And pass the turn. Maybe we can start gaining life next turn. Alright. We'll absorb this, because we need that life. And we're starting to stabilize. I don't know if MTTJ9 knows that, but we'll start with your Liliana. And what else don't I like? Probably should have gotten that hasty dude. Yeah, Dreadhorde Butcher. Well, if it's here, I'll get it next turn. So we'll pass. Okay. Ooh, a Blast Zone. That's our powder keg. But we're going to force him to sacrifice a creature. And we're going to eat him. So we will get Dreadhorde Butcher and another Mayhem Devil. You know what? I have the mana for a Nicol Bolas. Let's just play it. There we go. We actually won a pack after that game. After this third match, stick around and we'll open the pack together. So we've got Izzet Guildgate, Gateway Plaza, Watery Grave. We'll be able to play everything. Start with Guildgate, Gateway Plaza, second turn, third turn Watery Grave, leave an Absorb up or start digging. And then hopefully be able to play a God, and we should be able to play Rampage. So I'd keep this hand. Let me know down in the comments if you'd keep this hand as well. I'm really trying to get better with my mulliganing. I think that's one of my major downfalls. So if you guys didn't know, I've been, well, obviously you didn't know. I've been playing Magic since about 1995. Some friends of mine brought in some cards. Ice Age, it was 4th edition. Handed me a bunch of crappy commons. We would play during lunch. I've been an on and off player since. So we got a flyer. Alright, you may keep your flyer for a turn. So he may or may not have Gideon. If he has a Gideon, we could always force him to sacrifice it. So let's go ahead and get down Narset. And start digging. Anyway, in 2005, I got my level 1 judges certification and let that expire not long after, actually. Alright, so we're not seeing any land. That Pride Mate's going to be an issue. It's got another Pride Mate and a Luminous Bonds. So get rid of that. Toss Liliana in the graveyard. Do some more digging. And I think we go for another Thought Erasure. Just in case we don't get a land next turn, we will hopefully get one the turn after. Alright. I need a Wrath and a land and 2 land to Wrath. Wow. Yeah, he might take it all the way here. So I can force him to sacrifice 1 creature. A Cry would not help me. I mean, other than getting rid of the Pride Mate, which is really good. I do need another land. I don't really care about his Luminous Bonds, but I need that other land. I need to drop the God. So I guess I do care about the Luminous Bonds. And there's our land. Hand full of counter magic and nothing to do with it. Alright. Hopefully he doesn't have more removal. Attack or block. That'd be dookie. There it is. Alright. Oh, there's really nothing that I can do here. So we'll just play a card. And we will go gracefully into the wind. Or the abyss. I like the abyss better. We'll go gracefully into the abyss. Alright. So, a little bit of heads up. I did play 3 games right before this with my microphone on mute. So, those games were all victories. These 3, I went 2-1. Still not bad. For a total of 5-1 this evening. I'd say this deck is really good for this format. But you guys are all waiting around here for this pack to get open. But before I open this pack, I'd like to thank you guys for watching this video. And don't forget to hit the like and subscribe and ring that bell. So without further ado, let's open her up. So it's just rare, no mythic. Let's see what we got. Come on, Teferi. Come on, Teferi. Oh, this is crap. Alright. Well, that's all for this episode. Make sure to tune back in. We'll be uploading a few times a week. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Have a good night, everybody.